Philosophacts.
Philosophacts.
Welcome back to Philosophacts! Matt and Cam here. We got a good one for you. Instead of the scriptural basis for our Philosophacts videos, today we're going off of philosophy, and we're going to be talking about fallacies.
Logical
fallacies.
Fallacies.
All right. And the reason why we're doing this is a lot of people, they've been calling us out on fallacies, which is ridiculous because most of the fallacies are false, actually. Yep. And so today what we wanted to do is focus on a couple of the key fallacies that people have been calling us out on, and we wanted to tell you why they are false and just continue on with our videos. So it's going to be a quick one. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one is an ad hominem fallacy. Yeah. Calling people out on this, you're claiming that the person is attacking the person and not the argument. So why is this false?
Well, the person who came up with the ad hominem argument, first of all, he personally was probably cheating on his wife at the time.
He was an adulterer?
He was an adulterer, and he spoke a dead language. So we can't trust that fallacy. It's right. A false fallacy.
So ad hominem argument is false. The creator was an adulterer.
Yeah. Next, we have the slippery slope argument. And with this one, as you well know, the changes equal adverse situations.
Right.
So it just leads to something else, to something else, to something else. And this is false because...
Okay, get this. If people start using this slippery slope fallacy, that's going to lead to people winning, like getting into arguments,
yeah.
Using these, calling out on fallacies and all this, calling people out on things. That's going to lead to brawls, to fights.
Power-hungry, prideful men.
It's going to lead to battles. Those battles will lead to wars.
Yeah.
And those wars will lead to the apocalypse. So please don't use the slippery slope fallacy. Don't call people out on that because you're going to doom us all.
Yeah.
And so we just it's a big problem. And so the next one,
post hoc. The post hoc argument, or rather fallacy that tries to tear apart arguments, says that because something happened after the fact, therefore it's wrong.
This is one of the worst fallacies that people get called out on.
This is a messy one.
Okay, this fallacy is false because after the post hoc fallacy was created, was invented,
yeah,
the divorce rates have risen. That Nazis, there's been Nazis, not only in Germany but all over the world.
Arkansas,
Nebraska, Canada. It's everywhere. There's a rise in just hatred and slavery. There was so many things. All the world wars.
Child rebellion. Yeah,
ever since it's been created, it has just caused so much havoc because all of these things had happened after it. So
after the post hoc, so we should steer clear away from the post hoc.
Right. Okay, and the next one is the genetic fallacy, and this one, it's a fallacy. They call us out saying that because you claim to know where a belief originates, you make that belief to be false. This genetic fallacy is so false. Yeah.
It's false because, well, the person who created it was false. I mean, who would want to create a genetic fallacy?
Right.
Who would be dumb enough to create the genetic fallacy?
And I can understand why people like that use the genetic fallacy they're desperate. They really are trying. They're striving, and
to disprove arguments that we've made.
Yeah, and it's just, since it started like that, it's just going downhill. It's just something that should be left behind.
Genetically, that's the way that it started, and therefore the genetic fallacy should be forsaken completely.
Yeah.
Lastly, we're going to go over the circular argument. Now, the circular argument claims that you are basically asserting the answer because of the answer, basically.
Yeah, and this is another false fallacy because you can't call someone out on making a circular argument because circular arguments can't be false.
Yeah.
Because they're true.
Yes.
And they're true because they can't be false.
Yep.
And so if calling someone out on a circular argument is circular.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sounds like I'm even calling you out on calling out on a circular argument, but then again, see, we're just spiraling downward. It makes no progress. It is it just ends. And so
fallacies in general really get you in trouble.
Yeah, they do.
Truthalies should be pursued versus fallacies.
Yeah.
It's a mess to try to throw out fallacies to everyone because, well, I mean, you've seen a few good examples of why it can be problematic.
Yeah. So embrace the truthalies. Instead of the ad hominem argument where you attack the person instead of their argument, instead go ahead and use that attack against them as momentum for your argument. It actually, whenever you discredit the person by attacking their race, by attacking their religion, by attacking their beliefs, you actually are lifting up your argument to make it more credible because you're making the other person less credible.
Exactly, and that's the entire purpose of argumentation.
That's a truthfully.
Yeah.
So embrace those. If you want to know more about them, be sure and email us or comment on our channel. And feel free to subscribe because we got more coming for you later on in the weeks. And also, if you have any ideas for future shows, just put it up on the top of our channel page. We have a little moderator there with you can type in some ideas. Hopefully they're good ones. And we'll vote on them, and then we'll hopefully make a video on them soon. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you next one.